I'm diving deep into the emotional roller coaster of Muichiro Tokito's ending in Demon Slayer, and I challenge myself to explain why it hits so hard without tearing up. In this video, we'll explore why Muichiro Tokito's ending resonates so deeply with audiences and what makes it so emotionally impactful. Before we go into how Muichiro had the saddest ending, let's go through his past so we get a better understanding of who he is and how he got so strong. Muichiro is of the Tokito family and was born into a relatively normal life. However, he experienced significant trauma at a young age, including the loss of his family, which impacted his perspective and motivation. He trained to become a demon slayer after a demon attacked his family. At the young age of only 14, Muichiro became the youngest Hashira ever. As the Mist Hashira, Muichiro wields a unique techniques derived from mist breathing, which allow him to create illusions and disorient his opponents. His combat style is characterized by speed and agility, making him a deadly opponent in battle. Now that we learned a bit more about his backstory, let's go over how he had the saddest ending in all of Demon Slayer. The battle begins when Muichiro Tokito, Jinya Shinazugawa, Sanemi Shinazugawa, and Jyomi Himejima confront Kokushibo. As a formidable opponent, Kokushibo possesses immense strength, speed, and skill, combined with unique techniques that allow him to manipulate both his own body and katanas. As a former human and a powerful swordsman, Kokushibo is a mirror of the strong warrior spirit that Muichiro and the others carry. Kokushibo, being the strongest of the 12 Kazuki, displays overwhelming strength and speed. He uses his abilities derived from his mastery of moon breathing and his demon powers to enhance his combat skills. As the battle progresses, Kokushibo begins to overpower Muichiro and all of the other Hashira. Despite this, Muichiro stays determined to protect his allies and keep fighting. Jinya Shinazugawa, who is Sanemi's younger brother, plays a crucial role despite not being a traditional swordsman like other Hashira. He uses his unique blood demon art, which allows him to consume the flesh of demons to gain their abilities temporarily. This act is significant because Kokushibo's hair contains a blood demon art that grants him overwhelming power as it is imbued with his demonic essence. By consuming the hair, Jinya gains a temporary boost in strength and the ability to harness Kokushibo's power, which levels the playing field in their intense fight. Jinya sustains severe injuries. His determination drives him to push forward even as the battle becomes increasingly dire. He fights valiantly but is ultimately overpowered by Kokushibo's overwhelming strength and skills. In a selfless act, Jinya chooses to protect his brother Sanemi and the others by confronting Kokushibo head-on. He uses his blood demon art to its full potential, applying strategic attacks even at the cost of his own life. This determination allows him to create openings for his comrades to strike. As Jinya fights valiantly, he comes to terms with his fate, accepting his role in the fight and his wish to protect those he cares about. In a moment of bravery, he makes a final stand against Kokushibo, ultimately succumbing to his injuries from both the battle and Kokushibo's powerful attacks. While all of this was happening, all of the other Hashira were attacking with the most power they could. Eventually, all of the Hashira started getting tired, which was very bad because the demons don't get tired, which gives them the big advantage. At the same time, Kokushibo was also not in a good spot because of how much Jinya injured him. Even though demons regenerated, it took a while for Kokushibo too because of how bad the injuries he endured were. Since all of the Hashiras were weakened and injured, Muichiro came up with a plan to die protecting all of the others. Muichiro slashed Kokushibo and Kokushibo couldn't use his techniques from all of the damage he was taking at the end as a result of severe blood loss during his battle against the Upper Moon Demon. Muichiro sustained fatal injuries in the fight, leading to his death. His death resulted in the other Hashiras defeating Kokushibo, which made Muichiro's and Jinya's deaths meaningful. Let me know who your favorite Hashira is in the comments and make sure to like if you enjoyed this video.